Bouncing. Okay. All right. We'll take notes. Please go ahead. There's a specific name of the test or what it actually does. I can accept anything, but specificity is best regarded. I mean, it is a specific answer. I don't think there is much to think about here. All right. So no teams bouncing. Okay, then bounces are closed. Team D. No answers. Team A, do you want to give it a go?
It basically helps to differentiate if it is a robot or a human. That's checkbox that Google uses.
All right.
Kind of.
So what is that called? You're there. You're absolutely there. There's a name that we use it. It's an everyday thing, right? You do that every day when you open websites and they ask you to check if you're not a robot. What is
CAPTCHA.
That? Excellent. So it's called CAPTCHA. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. So the answer is not complete yet. Can anyone please tell me the full form of CAPTCHA? I learned yesterday that there's a full form of CAPTCHA. Anyone wants to give a try in the audience? Any of the participants? No? All right. So it's CAPTCHA indeed. It's called Completely Automated Public Turing Test to tell computers and humans apart. That's what CAPTCHA stands for. And obviously the test you were talking about that basically decides how human a computer can be is called a Turing test. And funnily enough, there is a video wherein you see a robot actually passing the CAPTCHA test and basically declaring that he's not a robot. Some trivia about the word CAPTCHA. It was coined in 2003 by Manuel Bloom, and again in Carnegie Mellon in 2000. So that was really the decade of advancement, and it was done because Yahoo contacted Carnegie Mellon first in their computer science department because they wanted help to keep chatbots out of their public domains. So yeah, that's CAPTCHA for you. All right, so I think we're complete with round one. We'll reveal the scores after round two. Is it fine if we move on to round two now? All right. Okay, now since we've gone clockwise from A to D, now anti-clockwise from D to A. So the first question will be directed to team D. Again, pounces are in the open. You can pounce after I finish with the question. That is all right. Okay, and your time will also start after I finish reading the question. So round two, first question to team D. A school in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala has unveiled a groundbreaking innovation in education with the introduction of India's first generative artificial intelligence teacher robot named Dash. With the 4-wheel chassis and 5 degree of freedom movement, Dash can move freely and engage in hands-on learning activities. She's equipped with a voice assistant and she engages students in interactive learning activities. Fill in the blanks with a 4-lettered name, which is quite eye-catching. And that's a hint for you right there. And okay, so A is on the pounce. Anyone on the pounce? Okay. Pounces are closed. A is on the pounce. You've written your answer, team A? Two hints on board. I've told you that she's a female. She's a female teacher. And eye-catching was something you have to look for to derive the name if you can. Team D, I think time's up. Do you want to give it a go? It's okay. There's no direct answer. You can guess. What parts of the eye would you like to guess that are 4-lettered? All right. But you answered after your time's up, so I can't give it to you. The indeed answer, and team A has gotten it correctly. It is Iris. So yeah, everything about her I've mentioned. So yeah, this is from a school in Kerala, and I think most of us wouldn't have heard about Iris, but all of us are familiar, or most of us would be familiar with another robot called Sophia, who featured on Jimmy Fallon, and yeah. So of course we know more about what's going on outside than in our own countries. But anyway, all right. Team C, are you ready for your direct? All right. So the term X's law is used to informally to refer to a 2017 law in the UK that retroactively pardoned men cautioned or convicted under historical legislation that outlawed homosexual acts. X also appears on the 50-pound note, which was released in 2021. IDX, who's identified as the father of theoretical computer science and who was a subject of a highly acclaimed movie. I'm sure if you guys are movie geeks, you must have seen this movie, highly appreciated. Any pounces on board? Pounces closing in 3, 2, 1. No one pouncing. Direct to team C. All right. So X is a person. The law is named after him. Okay. Your hints on board are homosexual acts, father of theoretical computer science, And movies. How much time do we have left?
Alan Turing.
Excellent. So no pounces. I should have given it to the audience as well, but sure. So this is Alan Turing indeed. And how many of you have watched the movie Imitation Game? Excellent. So yeah, during World War II, Alan Turing, he worked for the government code and cipher school, and he was instrumental at that time in devising a machine that cracked the Enigma code and basically helped, defeat the Axis powers, right? So Alan Turing, and we talked about the Turing test as well. So definitely, a instrumental figure. Shall we go to the next question? All right. So team C gets a +10. Right? And moving on to the next question, question 7, directed to team B. X was developed out of a predecessor named Ivona, who was invented in Poland and is inspired by the film or the book 2001: A Spaced Odyssey. The name is also reminiscent of an ancient library of Y, as the library was considered as the keeper of all knowledge. I want you to give me X and Y, no part points. A on the pounce. Any other teams pouncing? Closing in 3, 2, 1, closed. Okay, I'll have a look. Anyone in the audience that might want to give it a go? So direct to team B. How much time left? 10 seconds. Team B, no negatives. Can give it a go. X and Y. Again, something you might be familiar with, at least the first part. All right, so do we close it now? Team B, do you want to give it a guess without any points? Since you didn't answer within the time limit. All right, audience, before we give the answer, all right. Aditya. Excellent. So it is indeed X is Alexa, and it is the Library of Alexandria in Egypt. Team A gets it on the pounds, +10, and no negatives. So yeah. So, right. So yeah, we talked about Siri, and now comes Alexa. Yeah. +5. I'm sorry. No, +10. +10 on the pounds. +5 is on the pass. Yeah. All right. Everyone okay with their scores? Next question to team A. That's team A's direct. All right. X is a term used within the field of computer science to refer to a technique of dumbing down computer programs in order to deliberately introduce errors in their responses. So again, something to savor for the AI pessimists, that AI might not be that smart after all. So, and for any of you on the pounds, it is a fairly simple guess. I wouldn't encourage you to think too much about it. Just the first most natural guess that comes to mind. Pounce is closing 3, 2, 1. No one on the pounce. Anyone in the audience that might like to give it a go? Anyone? No? All right. Okay. Team A.
Artificial stupidity.
Excellent. It is indeed artificial stupidity, and there's not a lot of trivia about it. It's basically a generalized thing that you basically introduce errors into the AI program, and it makes it do certain funny things. So yeah, so it might not be that specific or that correct after all. So that's artificial stupidity for you. All right. So I think it's the end of round 2, and could we just have the scores on board, please?
We have Team A with 65 points,
Okay.
Team B with -5, Team C with 20 points, and Team D with 0.
All right. So still anybody's game. Team A on the lead. Okay. So are all teams okay so far? All good? No concerns? All right. So we move on to round 3. Okay. And now we start with Team A, right? Team A, are you ready? All teams ready for the pounce? Okay. This was revealed by OpenAI on 5th Jan of 2021 in a blog post, then using a modified version of GPT-3 for image generation. It is a text-to-image model developed by OpenAI using deep learning methodologies to generate digital images from natural language description, which are called prompts. The name is a portmanteau between the name of a Pixar robot and of a Catalan serial artist. Can you name the image generation model? Okay, B and C on the pounce, direct to team A, closing pounces in 3, 2, 1. Close. A, team will have the answer. So does team C, all right. Team D, pounce. All right, I think it's time's up. For team A, do you want to give your answer? I'm going to need your answer, team A, otherwise.
DALI.
Excellent. It is indeed DALI. So the name DALI comes from Wall-E plus Salvador Dali. And for those of you not familiar with Salvador Dali, he's the inspiration behind the mask that you see in Money Heist, a symbolism for anarchy, because that's what he believed and that was his style of representing himself. Team B and C both got it correct on a pounce. So great job, both teams. And team A. All right. Thank you. All right. Next question. Are we ready? So that's for team B. Okay. So the Agostino Gemelli Medical School in Rome was the first university-based hospital in Italy and one of its most respected medical centers. And it gave the name to something called Bedside X, to a wireless computer system which it developed to assist in tasks which was related to this person's profession. Additionally, there's a company in Singapore that also developed a robotic assistant, which was named the same, which can identify patients by scanning the risk tag or with its artificial intelligence-based image recognition software. And before it basically takes the vital signs of the patient using its cameras and its sensors, and it has an inbuilt pulse oximeter. I'm sorry. So what are we talking about? X is a person. I need the name of the person. Pounces anyone? Nobody going for the pounce this time. Surprising. Okay. So pounce is closed. This is which team's direct? I'm sorry. Team B is direct. Anyone in the audience that would like to have a go so that I know if anyone's interested in answering this? All right. I'll give it to you over there. Team B, I'm afraid you have 10 seconds for your answer, 5 seconds for your answer. Okay, 10 seconds for your answer. Take your time, please. It's all right.
Can I make a guess?
Yeah. It is within the time limit, so okay, sure.
Is it Kathy AI?
No, I'm afraid it's not Kathy AI. Okay, now since you've answered, we move to the pounce. Team C, would you like a guess? No? You can answer anything. I mean, you have +5. There's nothing to lose, really. No? Okay, Team D going for a guess. Team A going for a guess.
Nightingale. Florence Nightingale.
Yeah, indeed, it is Florence Nightingale. So the system that they developed is something called the Bedside Florence. And obviously, we all know Florence Nightingale. I'm sure the nursing cadets would appreciate this question. And so we take the Hippocrates Oath and they take the Nightingale Pledge. And the Florence Nightingale Medal is obviously given for the highest international distinction which a nurse can achieve in her honor. And what is International Nurses Day, anyone? 12th May, that is Florence Nightingale's birthday. Excellent. All right. The next question. Direct for Team C, I guess. Yeah. All right. Everything all right? Okay. Should we move on? All right. Team C, direct for you. Anguilla, a tiny Caribbean island, is known for its beautiful coral reefs and white sand beaches, and tourism is its primary income. But in 2023, something really different happened, and it has seen a huge bump in revenue from a secondary source through certain registrations. Okay. So instead of booking flight tickets, people there were doing something different. What were these registrations for? Pounces are open now. 5 seconds on the board. Closing in 3, 2, 1. Pounce is closed. Nobody going for the pounce. Team C is direct. +10, nothing to lose. Anyone in the audience who thinks they might know the answer? Okay. Wait.
We're not sure of the exact term that is used for this,
Okay.
but
You can give me a funda, it's all right.